The world of reality television is often filled with romance, drama, and unexpected revelations. But for fans of the hit TLC franchise, few couples have captured attention quite like And. Known for their passionate arguments and complicated love story, Jasmine and Gino have been one of the most talked about couples in the franchise. Their journey, from long-distance romance to marriage, has been filled with emotional highs and dramatic conflicts. But now, another surprising detail has emerged. Jasmine recently revealed that she did not truly enjoy her honeymoon with Gino, raising new questions about the state of their relationship. A relationship that has always been complicated. From the very beginning, Jasmine and Gino's relationship stood out on 90 Day Fiancé. Their connection began online and quickly developed into an intense romance. However, their story has rarely been smooth. Viewers have witnessed arguments about trust, jealousy, finances, and expectations for the future. Despite these challenges, the couple continued moving forward, eventually deciding to get married. For many fans, the wedding represented a new chapter, one that could finally bring stability to their relationship. Expectations for the honeymoon. For most couples, a honeymoon is meant to be a celebration of love and a fresh start after the stress of wedding planning. It is typically a time for relaxation, romance, and creating lasting memories together. For Jasmine and Gino, however, expectations may have been very different from reality. According to Jasmine, the honeymoon did not turn out the way she had imagined. Instead of being a joyful experience, it reportedly became another moment of frustration in their relationship. Jasmine's honest confession. In a candid moment, Jasmine explained that she simply did not like the honeymoon experience. Her comments surprised many viewers, especially because fans expected the trip to bring the couple closer together. Jasmine suggested that certain aspects of the honeymoon failed to meet her expectations. Although she did not necessarily blame Gino entirely, her remarks indicated that the trip lacked the romance and excitement she had hoped for. For someone who values emotional connection and attention, this disappointment was significant. The communication gap. One of the recurring issues between Jasmine and Gino has been communication. Throughout their time on television, the couple has struggled to understand each other's emotional needs. Jasmine often expresses strong feelings and desires reassurance from her partner. Gino, on the other hand, tends to have a calmer and sometimes more reserved personality. This difference in communication styles can create misunderstandings, especially during important moments like a honeymoon. If expectations are not clearly discussed, disappointment can easily follow. Fans react to the revelation. The news about Jasmine's feelings quickly sparked discussion among fans of 90 Day Fiancé. Some viewers sympathize with Jasmine, arguing that a honeymoon should feel special and romantic. Others believe the situation reflects deeper issues in the couple's relationship. Online discussions have pointed out that Jasmine and Gino's dynamic has always been unpredictable. Their passionate arguments are often followed by emotional reconciliations, making their relationship both dramatic and fascinating to watch. Gino's perspective. While Jasmine's comments have attracted attention, Gino has often tried to maintain a more measured approach when discussing their relationship. In the past, he has emphasized that relationships require patience and compromise. It is possible that Gino viewed the honeymoon differently, perhaps seeing it as a chance to relax rather than a moment filled with grand romantic gestures. Differences in perspective like this can sometimes lead to misunderstandings between partners. The pressure of reality television. Another factor that cannot be ignored is the pressure of being on reality television. Couples featured on shows like 90 Day Fiancé often experience intense public scrutiny. Every argument, emotional moment, and personal decision becomes part of a story watched by millions of viewers. This level of attention can make ordinary relationship challenges feel much more intense. For Jasmine and Gino, their honeymoon was not just a private trip. It was also a moment connected to their public narrative as reality TV personalities. A relationship that continues to evolve. Despite their difficulties, Jasmine and Gino have remained committed to working on their relationship. both have expressed a desire to build a stable future together. Relationships are rarely perfect, and even the most romantic milestones, like honeymoons, do not always unfold exactly as planned. What matters most is how couples respond to those challenges. Lessons from their story. Jasmine's revelation highlights an important truth about relationships. Expectations and reality do not always align. Even events designed to celebrate love can become complicated if partners have different ideas about what those moments should look like. Communication, patience, and understanding remain essential elements in navigating those differences. For viewers, the story also serves as a reminder that reality television often shows only fragments of real life. Behind every dramatic scene is a relationship between two individuals still trying to understand each other, looking toward the future. As Jasmine and Gino continue their journey together, fans will likely keep watching to see how their story unfolds. Whether their honeymoon disappointment becomes a turning point, or simply another chapter in their complex relationship remains to be seen. One thing is certain, the couple's journey has never been predictable. And in the world of 90 Day Fiancé, unpredictability is often what keeps viewers coming back. Conclusion. Jasmine's admission that she did not enjoy her honeymoon with Gino has added yet another layer to one of the franchise's most talked about relationships. While the revelation may surprise some fans, it also reflects the very real challenges the couples face, even after saying, "I do." For Jasmine and Gino, the honeymoon may not have been perfect, but their story continues to evolve as they navigate love, expectations, and life together in the public eye. The journey of love shown on reality television often appears glamorous and romantic, but behind the scenes, relationships can be far more complicated than they seem on screen. For fans of the popular TLC series, the relationship between them has always been filled with emotional twists. Now, Jasmine has revealed something that surprised many viewers. She did not enjoy her honeymoon with Gino. The confession has sparked discussions among fans who have followed the couple's dramatic journey for years. From online romance to marriage, Jasmine and Gino's relationship first began as a long-distance romance. Their connection quickly became intense, with strong emotions shaping nearly every part of their relationship. As viewers watch their story unfold on 90 Day Fiancé, they witness moments of affection, but also intense disagreements. Despite the arguments, the couple continued moving forward with plans to build a life together. Eventually, they reached one of the most important milestones in their relationship, marriage. For many fans, the wedding represented hope that the couple could finally leave their past conflicts behind. The honeymoon that didn't meet expectations. Traditionally, a honeymoon symbolizes a joyful beginning for newly married couples. It is meant to be a peaceful and romantic getaway, where partners celebrate their new life together. However, Jasmine later admitted that the experience was not what she expected. According to her, the trip lacked the excitement and emotional connection she had imagined. Instead of feeling like a magical start to married life, the honeymoon became another moment where her expectations and reality did not align. Her comments revealed that she felt something was missing during that important time. Emotional expectations. Jasmine has always been known for expressing her emotions openly. Throughout her appearances on reality television, she has often spoken about the importance of affection, attention, and reassurance in a relationship. For her, romantic gestures and meaningful moments carry significant emotional value. Because of this, the honeymoon may have represented more than just a vacation. It may have symbolized confirmation that her relationship with Gino had truly entered a new and happier chapter. When that moment failed to meet her expectations, disappointment followed. Gino's personality and approach. Gino's personality has often appeared very different from Jasmine's. Where Jasmine tends to express intense emotions, Gino is frequently quieter and more reserved. This contrast has created both chemistry and conflict between the couple. Supporters of Gino often say that he approaches life in a calmer and more practical way. However, this difference in personality can sometimes make it difficult for the two partners to connect emotionally. During a honeymoon, When romantic expectations are often high, these personality differences can become more noticeable. Reality TV pressure. Another factor influencing the couple's relationship may be the pressure of living under constant public attention. Reality television places couples in an unusual situation where personal experiences are shared with millions of viewers. Even moments that are supposed to be private, such as weddings or honeymoons, can become part of a televised storyline. For Jasmine and Gino, this attention can amplify emotional reactions and misunderstandings. What might normally be a small disappointment could feel much larger when cameras and public opinions are involved. Fans share mixed opinions. After Jasmine's revelation, fans quickly began discussing the situation across social media platforms. Some viewers expressed sympathy for Jasmine, saying that a honeymoon should feel special and romantic. Others felt that her disappointment may reflect deeper issues within the relationship. There were also fans who suggested that Jasmine and Gino simply have different expectations for romance and communication. These differences, they argued, may be the root of many of the couple's challenges. A relationship full of highs and lows. One reason Jasmine and Gino remain such fascinating figures in the 90 Day Fiancé franchise is their unpredictable relationship dynamic. Their story often shifts quickly between emotional conflict and reconciliation. At times, the couple appears deeply connected. At other moments, disagreements seem to push them apart. This constant cycle of tension and reconciliation has become a defining feature of their relationship on the show. Moving beyond the honeymoon. Although Jasmine admitted she did not enjoy the honeymoon, it does not necessarily mean the relationship is over. In many marriages, the honeymoon period does not always live up to expectations. What matters more is how couples move forward afterward. For Jasmine and Gino, the key challenge will likely be communication, understanding each other's emotional needs, and finding ways to compromise. If they can learn from the disappointment, the experience may ultimately strengthen their relationship. The future of their story. As their journey continues, fans will undoubtedly remain curious about what lies ahead for Jasmine and Gino. Will they overcome their differences and build a stronger partnership? Or will their contrasting personalities continue to create tension? Reality television thrives on stories that evolve over time, and this couple's relationship has certainly provided many unforgettable moments. Whether their honeymoon disappointment becomes a turning point or simply another chapter remains to be seen. Conclusion: Jasmine's confession that she did not enjoy her honeymoon with Gino has added yet another layer of complexity to one of reality television's most talked about relationships. While honeymoons are often portrayed as perfect moments of romance, real relationships can be far more complicated. For Jasmine and Gino, the experience may not have been ideal, but their story is still unfolding. And for fans of 90 Day Fiancé, that continuing journey is exactly what keeps audiences watching.